Hey guys, Matt here. I wanted to do a video and bring you guys up to date on what's happening with us, where we are, and just, overall what's going on and why we're not hiking right now. So today we have been off the trail for 4 days. We currently have, I've been out here trying to hike this trail for 94 days. We've actually taken so many days off since the beginning with knee injuries, with stomach sicknesses, and just, a variety of things have got us off the trail. And so yeah, a little over 90 days we've been trying to hike. We've actually, maybe 60, 65 days we've actually hiked. We're at about 850 miles right now, but we are off the trail, and we've been off for 4 days taking a break. So early on I had knee issues in the trail, and or while trying to hike the trail, and so I swapped shoes. I swapped to an Ultra shoe, and it was great. I like zero issues, other than I wasn't too pleased with the Ultra shoe because it did fall apart so easily. But I got 500 miles out of those shoes, and it really was great. Like my knee issues had went away. I wasn't having any feet issues or anything like that. And same with Casey, she was in the Ultras. So did 500 miles in those shoes. They completely was falling apart, and I was developing a pain like on the back side of my ankle. And we realized that my shoes were just shot. I needed to swap shoes. So we went looking for shoes and could not find anybody that sold those shoes. We looked everywhere, and it's very hard. It's very difficult to find shoes, when you're out here on the trail, because you're always looking for a ride and stuff. So I finally just found an outfitter that had Merrell shoes, and I went with Merrell's. And so this is the shoe I went with, and it is a good durable shoe. The one thing I don't like about it, I could tell the very first day, is the bottoms of them were slick on the rocks and stuff. But anyhow, I went with the shoe because I just didn't have another choice. And Casey even got the same shoe because her Ultras were also falling apart. So here we are right now. I have done 100 miles in these shoes, and probably the second day of hiking in these Merrell shoes, the ankle issue that I was having swapped to the front, and I developed shin splints in one leg, just in my right leg, immediately while trying to hike in these Merrell shoes. But I figured it would go away, but it didn't, and we've kind of been just hiking, and we've gotten into the whites. The trail has gotten a lot harder, and it's just, it hasn't been fun. I've done 100 miles in those shoes, and the 100 miles has been super painful. So the last 5 miles that we did, my leg ended up swelling up so much that the swelling was creeping up to my knee, and I had to completely unlace the shoe because my foot was so swollen. I couldn't even wiggle my toes. I couldn't move my ankle around because it was so painful. So we decided we needed to get off the trail, and that's where we are. We had an awesome person that had previously hiked the Appalachian Trail. He opened his home to us, and that's where we are. We're staying with him. I've been icing my leg, doing everything I can to get this swelling down, and I have got the swelling down. The pain has gotten a lot better. So I talked to a lot of people, and the obvious thing to do, is to get out of these shoes. They're probably a really great shoe, but they're not working for me. So we had to go, it was like 120-mile round trip for us to find the Ultras that I needed. And this is kind of hopeful that tomorrow when we get back on the trail, that this is going to fix my issue. But I've taken all the rest, I've got everything iced up, and I now am going back to the Ultra shoes. This is a 0-drop shoe, and like I said, I didn't like how they fell apart on me when I was wearing them, but they caused me no pain. And so I really feel like maybe that was the sole issue to my shin splints that I'm having. And so I'm back in the Ultras. I was able to get these on sale, and I guess they were last year's model or something like that. I don't know, but shoes are expensive. This will be my 4th pair of shoes since we have been out here. I started in a Merrell hiking boot. That didn't work out. I went to the Merrell, was able to get 500 miles out of that pair of shoes. Then I went to the I went to the Ultra, got 500 miles out of that, swapped to the Merrells. I've got 100 miles on this shoe. I'm just gonna send it back home, and now I'm back in the Ultras again. So that's kind of where we're at, we are still off the trail right now. Tomorrow we're hoping we're gonna get back on the trail. I'm gonna try to walk around a little bit in these new Ultras today. We're gonna go to the post office. We're gonna ship some stuff home from our previous video you've seen where we did the shakedown with our packs. We've all decided that we were gonna ship several things back. You know, I mean, it's just every little ounce, every half ounce and pound, you know, adds up, and you just, you don't want to carry anything that's unnecessary. There's just no point in it. So we've all lightened our load, we've lightened our packs, and hopefully I can get past this shin splint pain, and in these new shoes, you know, it's going to go away. I'm hoping the swelling has gone away, and we're going to get back on the trail. We're going to do Mount Washington, we're going to finish these White Mountains, and we're going to get into Maine, and we are going to climb Mount Katahdin. A lot of things have hit us. The trail has been tough. If he was, you know, if I was to be asked if it was what I expected, 100% not. You know, everything about a through hike is tough. Your gear, everything just, you know, falls apart, and it's very, very hard. And you know, we had no experience with hiking like this coming out here, so you know, after this is over, we're gonna have a lot of experience and a lot of this is what you should do, and you know, to prepare for a hike like this. And maybe we'll be able to help a lot of people say, you know, with what they need to do to prepare for something like this, so they don't make all the mistakes. You know, we're making the mistakes for you guys, so when you get ready to do your hike, you won't have to go through some of the stuff that we've went through. So, but it's been awesome. It's, you know, I mean, even the aches and pains, we still, you know, we still plan to finish this thing. If my leg doesn't get better, you know, then we'll obviously look at what do we need to do differently. And you know, we've pretty much done everything we can do. If this doesn't work out, you know, we may have to call it quits, and we may have to finish another time. So that's where we're at right now, and we're just, you know, thank you guys for following our channel and watching all our videos and everything. And I'm gonna get these shoes on. I'm gonna walk to the post office. I'm gonna start sending some stuff back, and then hopefully we'll be back on the trail tomorrow, and we'll have a video back up for you guys. So don't forget, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We try to post on there every time we have service, you know, of the views and everything that we're seeing. But again, just thank you guys so much for following our channel, and we'll see you next time.